Do you see how they are just coming after Joe Biden?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, today there was a bunch of news stories about it.
Plagiarism, and he's lying about the civil rights marching all of that.
There was the editorial that came out about how, we need a JFK. We need a younger guy with vision. We don't need another Hillary Clinton. I mean, they are coming after him.
They also dug up when he was 29 years old and running, that he used all these attacks against his opponent, how old he was.
Yeah.
They're like, my opponent was fighting polio. I'm fighting, it's like, it's totally ridiculous. And he wound up winning the race by, I think, 3,000 votes. It was a very close race. But yeah, look, you expect a field of 24. They realize he's ahead. The latest polls have his lead shrinking a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see if any of this stuff works.
32-18 is the last one I've seen.
Still a nice big lead.
Still, he's 14 points.
It's his to lose, right?
Yes.
If he was a great candidate, then...
Which he's not.
He's a terrible candidate, and he loses, he's lost every time he's tried to run for president and really been buried. The other two times. Yeah. If he has a chance, this is his chance to win. He walks in here with a massive lead. He's got a field of 24 people, 17 of which are at 0 or 1%. So, there is not a lot, like the field feels really big, but there's not a lot of competitors there.
Even when he came out for their pet project, the climate change stuff yesterday, they bashed him on that because that was plagiarized. He didn't give credit to the person who wrote that bill. Did AOC have to put up with that when she released a Green New Deal?
But they don't believe him on that. They want a hardcore socialist.
Yeah, they do.
They want. Yes, did you see what AOC said yesterday
about
your right to a profit?
Yeah.
That it's not a right. Before your privilege of profit comes the right to everyone having a decent house.
She's frightening. She's
terrifying. But the people, behind her are the same people behind Bernie Sanders, and they're the same people behind, pretty much all of them, except for Joe Biden.
And Biden, I read a very sad article the other day about how the relationship between Biden and Obama, and that Obama apparently, encouraged him pretty strongly not to run in 2016 because it was Hillary's thing, and she's the one that's going to do this, and blah, blah, blah. So their team really came at him. And of course, he was going through the death of his son, so he found a way to not run, essentially. And of course,
and regretted it.
Yeah, who knows what would have happened, obviously.
Yeah.
Now, there's been these conversations. You have people, a lot of the Obama people have moved on to other campaigns. They're working for other candidates. Obama is not coming out and endorsing anyone. He's just kind of hanging back, and he has helped, and this is a big thing. He did give the 2012 email list to Joe Biden, which is huge. As far as fundraising and everything else. So it's not like there's been no cooperation, but there's just
but he's not supporting him.
Yeah, it's sad.
Other than the email list. Because
Obama can't. Obama is looked at as...
Well, I don't think he wants to either.
I don't think so either. But he's looked at on the left as almost a Glenn Beck now. He is not fashionable with them at all. No. He is not the guy who they look at him as you were kind of a traitor.
I use yourself as someone who's unfashionable. No, but look, Biden's still winning the primary. So I know that. It's not that unfashionable.
But did you see when
I'm saying Barack Obama. That Barack Obama is out of fashion with the left.
Right,
he's no longer
because he's not a socialist. Well, although I think
he is.
He has those tendencies.
He had the opportunity. He wasn't a revolutionary.
Yeah,
but he's got a big. Yeah. You think about what is picking a vice president. It is a one-person presidential election. Barack Obama got to select essentially his successor, right? If something happens to him, who's the one person in the United States I want to be president? He picked Joe Biden. Now he's not endorsing Joe Biden.
It's pretty weird.
It is amazing, right?
And do you guys see when they asked him about that? When they asked Biden, why isn't Barack Obama endorsing you? I didn't want him to.
Yeah,
I asked him not to.
Yeah.
And then he said, and besides, he didn't. And then he stops himself.
Offer.
But he didn't want to endorse me. Yeah. But I told him, no, I don't want your endorsement. I want to give the rest of these kids a fighting chance. And that would just make it too unfair.
That's ridiculous.
It's asinine.
And it is ridiculous from Obama. Obama should be endorsing him.
Yeah.
He told us He stood in front of the American people and said, hey, if I get sick, if I get injured, if
he can keep his doctor?
No, not that. No, you cannot keep your doctor. But
right.
you can keep Joe Biden. If I have to leave office for whatever reason, the one person who should lead this country is Joe Biden.
But I don't think anybody listened to that, because if that was it, if I get sick, he followed it with, I can keep my doctor. If I get sick, you can keep Joe Biden. We wouldn't have Obamacare today if that was the promise.